University of Minnesota grad student is out of ICE custody tonight after an order from a federal judge. He'd been detained for nearly 2 months. The Department of Homeland Security was trying to deport the student over a gross misdemeanor for a drunk driving offense. Fox 9's Rob Olson was there when he walked out this afternoon. And so, Rob, you heard from Dogukan Gunaydin and his attorney. So give us a sense of what happened today.
Well, walking out mid-afternoon today, immediately looked up to the sky, and he remarked afterwards, just moments later actually, to reporters, we've been waiting there all day, because we knew that this was imminent. Well, imminent took a while, that he hadn't seen really the sun or the sky in 56 days, he said. And, he thanked his attorneys for working so hard to get him out, and said that he was detained with his charges dismissed, bond granted, but no pending trial or hearing, and that he was disappointed in the integrity of the system. After all, it was a ruling yesterday after his attorneys had argued that, again, bond was ordered more than a month ago, a release, and then that was held up, for various legal arguments going back and forth. Well, then the deportation case was dismissed as well, and yet he remained held. So he said he thanks his attorneys and says to international students that while there are some that may be trying to scare you, there are many others that are working to make sure that you get justice or that you get your rights, even as international students in this country.
It looks like it was a pretty emotional afternoon as he walked out for his family and as he left with family and friends. Rob, this is not the end of it, though. So what is next in this case?
Well, that's what I asked his immigration attorney, Hannah Brown, what is next here. And she didn't really want to get into it because this is kind of sensitive legal areas. But she did say that right now there's no hearing scheduled. There's still the deportation or case that must go on. And that is simply the challenge from the Department of Homeland Security into the deportation case being dismissed. So that's still got to play out. But nothing on the calendar at this point, according to his attorney. So it's really unclear where it goes from here. He said he's going to get home, wants to see his dog. He's got to figure out what to do with his studies at the University of Minnesota, where he's a graduate student, but again, has been jailed for nearly 2 months. So a bit of work there to figure out where he's at in his studies.
And Rob, did you mention, when did the drunk driving case happen, and has that already played out in the court system?
Well, yeah, that was a couple of years ago. He was, again, a graduate student currently at the University of Minnesota. Prior to that, he went to undergraduate at St. Olaf College in Northfield. He graduated there in 2021. He's been a U.S. student here on a visa for many, many years. The DWI was 2 years ago. That was ended up being a gross misdemeanor. He served probation. He lost his driving privileges. In fact, he even sold his car. So that played out already. So that was, though, the case for DHS and ICE here to try to deport him because of that. But ultimately, the judge ruled a couple of weeks ago, and several weeks ago, that that was not enough for deportation.
All right. Thank you, Rob Olson, live for us tonight.